Did you know that some snakes can travel over 100 miles without any limbs? It's true. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of snake locomotion and uncovering the secrets behind their incredible ability to slither. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at how snakes move, and trust me, it's way cooler than you might think. Snakes have adapted to their environments in some pretty mind-blowing ways, and understanding their movement can give us insight into their biology and how they survive in the wild. From deserts to rainforests, these legless wonders have mastered the art of locomotion in styles that are as unique as they are. So, let's get into it. Now, before we jump into the different ways snakes move, let's talk about some common misconceptions. A lot of people think that snakes just slide around on their bellies, right? Well, it turns out, there's a lot more going on under the surface. The complexity of snake locomotion is not only fascinating but also super important for their survival. For instance, many folks don't realize that different species of snakes have evolved various methods of movement based on their habitats. This means that what works for a rattlesnake in the desert might not be the best for a tree-dwelling boa. So, let's break it down and clear up some of these myths about how snakes actually get around. Alright, let's explore the different techniques snakes use to move. One of the most common methods is called lateral undulation. This is where snakes create a series of S-shaped curves that push against the ground. It's like they're swimming through the air. Then there's sidewinding, which is used by snakes like the sidewinder rattlesnake. This technique helps them move across loose sand without sinking in. They actually lift parts of their body off the ground, which is super efficient for navigating tricky terrain. And let's not forget the concertina movement, where snakes bunch up and then extend forward, almost like they're climbing a rope. This is especially handy for climbing trees or navigating tight spaces. Each of these methods is a perfect example of how snakes have adapted to their environments, and the science behind it is just as cool as the movements themselves. Now, here comes the most surprising part. Did you know that some snakes can move effectively not just on land, but also in water? Take the water snake, for example. They use a technique called rectilinear movement, which is a fancy way of saying they move in a straight line. This is super helpful for stealthily swimming after their prey. Even more interesting is how certain species can transition between different surfaces, like going from sand to water, without missing a beat. Imagine being able to glide seamlessly from one environment to another. It's all thanks to their unique muscle structures and scales, which allow them to adapt their movements to whatever surface they're on. Isn't that just wild? So, to wrap things up, understanding how snakes move is not only interesting but also essential for appreciating how they survive in their diverse habitats. From lateral undulation to sidewinding and concertina movement, each technique plays a crucial role in their adaptability. These movements enable snakes to hunt, escape predators, and thrive in environments that would be challenging for other creatures. The next time you see a snake, remember that there's a lot more to their slithering than meets the eye. Thanks for joining me on this slithering adventure. I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite snake species? Or maybe you've got a cool snake story to share. Drop a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out my other videos on reptile behaviors. Until next time, keep exploring the wild side of nature.